That's better than it was before. That's what I'm trying to achieve here. I should dig this back just a hair further. It seems as though I'm this far. That way I can kind of pack this corner in with some rocks. That'll keep the rest of this decomposed granite from sliding later on down. Now if I wanted to do extra, I could run the hose through the gutter and see what else I could flush out of here, or where that drain was, take the hose and run it down that, you know. I don't know what else they could have done to drain that water. They could have just not had a drain at all and let the water just go into the landscaped area before the grass, you know. Because they did it this way, I'll see what I can do about grabbing a few handfuls of rocks and get that loaded up. And I happen to have a few extra rocks right over in here. So, yeah, too bad I don't have my bucket out here. I put that away already. I'll just grab it where I know I have a high spot in here. I've got extra rocks like this in the backyard. You don't have to be a landscaper to be able to do stuff like this. Just get in there and do it. Kind of pack this corner a little bit to keep stuff from sliding down. I can do the same thing right in here. And see, if you don't like the looks of this pipe here, I could put some rocks on the inside of the hole here, because I know the water's going to go through that, right? Just kind of make it go away a little bit. Looks like I need a few more rocks, huh? Dug up a few over here. Decomposed granite on the top right there if I want. think I'm gonna grab a few more rocks. Just a few more. The water will still come out of there even though I've got some rocks covering up the end, right? Right. Just cover that pipe right up. Push this decomposed granite back in here, like so. And all this extra here I have to rearrange. Push it over this way. Rocks out of here. This is all decomposed granite, in this landscape bed area. Trying to do this so it looks like I wasn't even here. So I like to finish things out. There we go. Done. Now you and I know why those rocks are there in the corner. And if you didn't live here and if you didn't watch this video, hopefully you would know, or even if you would wonder what those rocks were for, there's a purpose for those rocks. Okay? For that drain. Yep. I can mark that one off my list. Well, that's all I got for this time, but I'll be back with more videos. Simple things like this you can do yourself around the house to save money. Well, now that I got that done, look at this over here. Look at this. See that pipe? Fortunately, there's not much on that, but I can look at that later and see how it zips around this little 90-degree curve right to where that downspout is, and it comes around here. And see how high it is on the rock. And the rock goes around it. It almost looks like it's kind of going uphill. That's because there's probably rocks that got pushed up underneath it. I could clean this back, push it down a little bit. I don't have to have that whole thing showing, because what they've done is they want the water to come out of that, go across here, and end up in a drain on the other side. That's how they figured this, and that was kind of tricky in itself. See that drain there? That's what that drain's for. They come right over this, and of course there's a little low spot right in here where the driveway is, and that kind of puddles up with water. Mommy wanted to get the whole driveway redone, and I talked her out of it, telling her I'd have to take all of this out, raise the level of that up. It's not impossible to do, but if I get it up too high, I guess I would have to put a straight edge from here over to there, a string or something. See where that is? That is low right in there. In fact, I probably could, because all this over here is pretty straight on over to that line. See, that'll be something else. I can do that in the spring. There's a little bit of a dip right in there for where the car goes. Okay, but you see this one here? See how it's coming? See how it's facing uphill? It's going up a little bit. I can dig that down. Even if I have half this pipe lower than the, or a third of the pipe lower than the brick driveway, I should be okay. So I can do that, and I know how to do that now, and so do you. That's more better. It was coming up because it was pushed down in the middle. There's another pipe right underneath that one, believe it or not. The same type with holes in it, perforated holes. I'm not quite sure where that drains out, but there's a pipe. I didn't want to dig it, and it goes up along this way. And so I pulled all those rocks out, and I lifted that up in the middle, put some rocks underneath it to get that to go facing back down. It's still lower than that over there, so I know the water's still going to come out. And the bottom of that is just below the bottom of this. It's just about right, actually. And I had to raise the rock up over the top of that to keep that buried and to be pushed down, and blended it in, and there it is. Okay, all these different little things around the house I know you can do, because I'm just an average Joe, and if I can do it, you can do that. That's what my channel is all about.